Hey guys, welcome back. If you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Anonymous, and in this channel, we talk about gang stalking. We talk about their tactics, their methods. And in this video, I'm going to share with you the benefits of getting gang stalked. Yeah, there actually are benefits. So if they're really at a simple site, right? There really isn't. But if you fight it with all your might, gang stalking will make you impossible to manipulate. Because literally, gang stalking, it is a group of manipulators banding together to destroy you. It can be an honor that they had to band together in order to bring you down. Because they could, a single one or a couple of them couldn't do it. So they had to gather reinforcements from all around the city. In my case, there has been people from Palm Springs, people from Mexico, whose intent has been that. And yet, they haven't. In fact, I have managed to grow as much as possible from the entire operation. So, with experience, I have been literally deciphering every part of the manipulation, every part of it, the smallest aspects of it, and pretty much finding out, what it entails, the methods, and now, because of it, I can handle so much stress. I have an incredible ability of handling stress. I can stay calm like nothing was happening during incredibly stressful situations. Additionally, I can hear when someone is trying to manipulate. I can hear it. Like the tone, I understand it, the tone of voice. The tone of voice itself tells me I'm trying to manipulate you. And that is something that I couldn't do before. Gang stalking will make you into a strong mother effer to such a point that really nothing can affect you anymore. There is nothing, at least to my knowledge, other than death, than everyone around you trying to make you crazy, trying to entice you into using drugs, entice you into misbehaving in such a way that produces self-destructive behavior. And if that cannot destroy you in itself, I don't think anything can. So you can either interpret gang stalking as the worst thing that has ever happened to you, or you can interpret it as training designed to make you withstand the toughest of manipulations, the toughest of underhanded tactics, and literally just educate you on what they are, how they are done. Things that appear to be that at a glance appear to be accident, but in reality they are purposely set up. And I think that's beautiful. In a weird manner, but if they are unable to make you crazy, they will make you into a strong ass mother effer that cannot be put down regardless of what methods, what tactics, what things are done against you. And if that in itself isn't power, then I don't know what is. Because power is someone's ability to make a change in your life um, in a way that they want it to control your circumstances. But the thing is that gang stalking doesn't control your circumstances. It deviates your circumstances and your situation, but it doesn't control them. It produces distractions, deviations, but it never controls them. In fact, the only one who truly has control is you. And to be completely honest with you, the answer to stop gang stalking in its tracks was the first thing that I encountered online. It was the first thing that people said. Follow what the Bible says on behavior. Don't engage in any type of behavior that is conducive to self-destructiveness, that is conducive to drug use, that is conducive to sex, any of the sins, adultery, nothing. Do not engage in any of that, and gang stalking will stop. And it's true. The only way that you can quite literally stop gang stalking is literally by stopping any type of behavior that will deviate you from your goal in life, which is to be able to express everything of you in the biggest and truest form of as a human being. To use your talents, to use your God-given gifts. And anything that you do that doesn't include that will lead you to a destructive path. So, in a way, you can see gang stalking as a God signal to tell you stop messing around and start doing the things that I told you to do with your life. That's literally what it feels like too. It can literally be interpreted as what do you say? How do you call those things? You know those things that people that are like that are alcoholics, and intervention, divine intervention. Gang stalking can be seen as divine intervention because you are so important and you are running out of time to complete your duties that you were sent here to do. And it makes sense if you look at it that way. In fact, it is what makes the most sense out of anything. And and the reason that even though I understood that, and I knew from the very beginning that was going to stop it, I decided not to go to that path because I felt that I had to understand what it was first. And not only that, but my pride in itself. My pride in itself told me, do not be a pushover. You have to fight it. But I never fought it to beat it. My goal was never to seek revenge. My goal was to understand it. And being upset is the worst thing that you can possibly do. It is. Because as time goes on in gang stalking, you come to realize, I have come to realize, that is the only thing that they are trying to do to me, to make me upset. That's it. The whole gang stalking operation is done to make you upset, to make you angry. And if they don't do that, if they don't produce enough hate, if you have managed to keep your own emotions so stable or stable enough so that whoever tries to produce hate in you doesn't do it, then that in itself is a power. That tells them and you that there is no one that can manipulate your emotions, because anger is something that you decide to use. You might feel it, but having it under control is a power that not everyone has. In fact, it is the greatest superpower that anyone can have, is having full control of your emotions, especially anger. And that way, whenever you feel that in any type of circumstance merits your anger to be displayed, then it will be a truly frightening experience, because you will not need to reserve or to do any type of violence. The anger in your voice is gonna move mountains. And let me tell you, I have done it. Not literally move mountains, of course, but people respect me after they see me get upset. Honestly, now that I get gang stalked at work and that it didn't work, I feel that there is more respect that Gangstalkers have of me than they have ever had. Because in the beginning, they are the ones that feel they have all the power. Because it's them against you. An army against a single person. Of course they're gonna be incredibly cocky. Of course they're gonna be incredibly confident. But as time goes by, I have learned to adapt. I have learned to understand, and I have devised my own methods of dealing with them. For example, the last time that I was getting gang stalked, someone was trying to make me upset. And I looked at the gang stalker and I was like, okay, how can I make him stop focusing on me and focus on himself? I looked at his head and he had a bald spot. He was getting bald. He was young. in the military, very hot guy. So as he was trying to do the gang stalking signal and do the evil grin, I just stared at his bald spot, and then I just went, ugh. And then I kept looking at it. I didn't say ugh, but I did the expression, and I made sure that he saw that. And I just went ugh, and then I set my face straight, and he was talking to me, but I was only glaring with a tiny clue of disgust, even though I don't care, even though it looked good on him. But I mean, I know what is when someone, I know how it feels when someone makes you feel so self-conscious about something. And I saw it. I saw when the self-consciousness of his hair loss was erupting. And then I just excuse me. So I just kept looking at it. And I didn't take my eyes off of it. And his demeanor calmed down, like how you calm down a dog. And he completely stopped trying to gang stalk me. He stayed quiet. Okay, thank you, and he left. If it wasn't for gangstalkers, if it wasn't for all the gang stalking experience, I would have never known how to do something like that. I can literally control someone by just moving my face. That's what gang stalkers were doing to me. They control me via facial expressions, hand movements. It is a control of people. They were controlling me. They were even controlling my thoughts. And they themselves have taught me to use the expressiveness of my eyes, the tone of my voice, the expressions on my face as a tool of having people, of controlling the thoughts of other people. That's freaking crazy. And the thing is that I don't try to use this ever. I'm only going to use it when a gang stalker is trying to fuck with me. Before me, I would always try to help everyone feel better, regardless of how they would treat me. Like, I wouldn't care. But I feel that muscle of manipulative, of asshole, of manipulative tactics that I have seen and experienced hundreds of, maybe thousands of times, that I need to start using them. Anyways, the opportunity will arise. I already know how to do all of that, but I don't feel like at this point I need to use any of that, because right now I'm literally just focusing on this. But yeah, gang stalking can teach you so much of yourself and of manipulation. And if you're getting gang stalked, you use this opportunity to understand it. Use this opportunity to make you a more powerful human being. Because to be honest with you, right now I feel invincible. For 7 or 8 years, people has been trying to destroy me. And they haven't. They have taking some things from me. But any of those times that I have been led astray or deceived, it's okay, because that's how you learn. And I'm not upset about it, because in the end it has taught me something. And now I feel that the time has come where I have to use everything that I learned to propel myself forward. And that's exactly what I'm gonna do. So I hope that you enjoy this channel, because I have a feeling that you're gonna start seeing only good things coming from here. And not, well, you're gonna start seeing also more on gang stalking, but it is not going to be, well, have I ever appeared as a victim to you? Like, have I ever asked you to feel sorry for myself? I don't think I have, huh? Well, please don't. Because this whole gang stalking situation, it's really the best thing that has ever happened to me, because of it, I can now actually focus on the future. And that is something that I wasn't able to do before. I was focusing on my traumas. And that is a completely new chapter, maybe even a new book. I don't know what happened, but all of a sudden, just this whole gang stalking thing, it's losing its importance to me. That doesn't mean that it's not important to you, or that it isn't powerful, because it is an incredibly powerful thing. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, subscribe. Remember, we want this whole thing of gang stalking to be as publicly available as possible. We want people to understand that there are ways to make someone live a completely different reality. And perceive everything to be an attack on them. It's awful when it's happening, but understanding it is it's almost an incredible reward. We're gonna talk about that much later. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.